We're getting jiggy with it. We're getting jiggy with it. Unfortunately, we don't have an eclipse here in St. Louis because it's cloudy. Let me show the camera here. Hold on. Let's see settings. Start the cam. All right. And let's see. Put that up on top there. So the sun would be approximately up in here somewhere, but you can clearly see we're not going to get anything today in St. Louis because shit happens. Oh God. Anyway, so we got various places covering it. I mean, we can listen to these people, but they're well. I mean, I don't want to cast aspersions their way, but they're not really all that exciting. Oh, let's find it. Okay, we'll listen to him here a little bit.
And we will be back very soon. Take a look at
Yes.
tinydeck.live. There's images there. There's reactions on social
Graham
media.
Jones and
There's
Ann
pictures.
Buckle.
There's
Sounds like an English
about
name.
one and annular eclipses. You can read more
Ann
about annular
Buckle.
eclipses and why they happen. So don't go anywhere.
All right.
We will be back
yes,
soon.
we won't. We won't. So Zombros here, SCE, Master Wrench, Mouth Agape Ape. Here comes the sun. Chicago can't see sun either, says Lynn. Yeah. Well, what are you gonna do? You can't always get the prize, right? But we will be getting the. It's going to be close enough to Chicago to you probably have a bunch of people drive out from Chicago to see the total solar eclipse next April 2024. And so we're just on the edge of totalitarian in St. Louis. But if we really want to see the whole total, we got to drive a little bit south. So south and east, and we'll get into the full. I've never seen a total solar eclipse. So I was positioned to see one with my eyeballs in 2017. Unfortunately, I was working in Phoenix at the time and not Colorado. So I didn't get to see it. I saw the partial. And that was also pretty fucking cool, right? I think it was November. So when that happened, or October. But what I did was I took a pair of binoculars and burned my eyes out. No, I didn't stare at the sun with binoculars. You don't do that. That's dangerous, and it will fry your eyeballs. No, I took the binoculars and pointed them at the sun, and then projected the light onto a wall, and until I could see it focused. And yeah, you could clearly see there was a big old chunk of sun missing. And we might in St. Louis here, we might see it get a little darker, but I mean it's really hard to tell, right? It's cloudy. How can you tell if the sun will be about 50% there, and it's dark anyway with the clouds. So unfortunately, we miss out on this one. But there you can see on the screen a couple of different views. What is the one on the? Okay, the one on the lower right is Bluff, Utah. So you can see there's a bigger chunk. Ely, Nevada. Is it Ely or Eli? I know in Minnesota it's Ely. And this scene here is Roswell, New Mexico, apparently. So you can see the moon creeping up on the sun. Oh no. Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. So coincidental, isn't it, that the moon just happens to be about the same size as the sun? Yeah. Big Tau Cowboy, hello. Shars and Abdullah. Satnar's here. Satnar is here. JLM, congrats on the raise. You got a raise, all right. Good for you, Big Tau. Good to hear. I'm drunk and I got a small promotion. Well, it is Eclipse Day, so you can go ahead and have one or two or 10, whatever you feel like. I had enough beer yesterday, but I might just crack a Guinness this morning because it is the eclipse. So, like I said, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to see it here directly. So, who knows? I got the camera ready. I mean, it's possible the sun could pop out, all of a sudden. It's one of those days. But I'm not going to not going to hope for that too much because it's pretty dreary and cloudy. So, ow, Jesus. That fucking hurt. Oh my God. Let's see. There's some different coverage here. We probably have something we could look at here. Did they stop talking? I guess they decided to take a break. I don't know. Maybe they went to get some brewskis. Oh, maybe they're talking. Oh, they're playing music. Okay. Yep, and I think Brandon is on the road in Texas, probably, so he might be able to see it through his windshield. We'll have to maybe check in with him. Yeah. Funky. Got that funky syncopated beat, yo. Let's see. There were some other ones here. Let's see if we can find another one. All right. Let's see. No. That's where Ring of Fire Eclipse. Here we go. All right. Let's look at that.
Back down. It's still along these magnetic field lines. So there's
Ooh,
these
gravity.
magnetic fields that are kind of coming out of and going back into the sun that cause these beautiful
and how come I can't
features that we
blow
see
this up?
here.
What's going on here? Hold on.
And
It's
we've
not letting
seen
me blow it up.
such
That's weird.
superb solar activity recently. And
That's-
actually, a lot of people who are new to SLU, tell them how SLU members are able to watch the sun every single day. It's not just eclipses; it's every single day.
Every single day.
Yeah, every single day, SLU members get to see it's through our Canary 5 solar telescopes, and it's looking through an H alpha echelon. So we're getting an H alpha view of the sun, which was similar to the one that we saw from the Utah Exploratorium, where we saw all of the.
Huh, interesting. I don't know why it wouldn't let me blow it up. That's
so
weird.
Bespoke Post, they just send you a cool box every month.
Wow.
The value of every box is.
Hold on. Maybe it's pissed off at me here. Hold on. All right. Share screen. Solar eclipse.
Different boxes. They just don't send you.
Where did my
some of these kind of services like this every month? You just get a box.
What the fuck? That's weird. All my controls are gone. Am I doing something wrong here? Let's see here. Hold on. No? Well, that is bizarre, guys. I can't. Oh, there it is. Now we're back. Okay. Must have been Google. Oh no. Go live. All right. We'll chill the funky music, white boy. So I assume that's some sunspots there. That's interesting. So let's see. Let's go back to the chat. Let's see if I can find it. Jesus. I'm gonna need binoculars just to see the freaking TV screen here one of these days. SEE, once upon a time there was love in his life. Oh. Pooping while standing. How dare you cross streams with Brandon? Are you daft or unaware of the cosmic consequences? Yeah. Yes. Well, we can talk to Brandon every day. We can't really see a solar friggin' eclipse every day. Cubing Speed is here. Hello, Cubing. RP Pope. Should I shoot my last rocket at the sun and finish? Easter Sunday is here. Hello. Yeah. Go look at the scripture today. The eclipse on Sabbath after the EAs learned on Sabbath and the attack last week on Sabbath. The timing, yeah. Can't disagree. It's interesting. I mean, who knows? Maybe it was planned, like that. Possible. Because there is, the lunar calendar is, plays with the Jewish people and Islamic people, right? Well, and Christians, right? The Easter is set by the moon. So it looks like San Diego is getting a big old chunk. Look at that. See that over here? Let's see, there's Roswell, Odessa, Texas. Okay. There you go. And then these two are on there. Yeah, I mean, Odessa and Roswell are kind of in the same ballpark, so it's not going to be a lot different. San Diego, however, that's pretty cool. Now, sacrifice your children and we'll bring the sun back, kind of thing. Oh, God. Yeah, there's nothing here. Clouds are too thick. So, from the mailbag, dear hamster, what would happen if you were flying in an airplane? You know, that's a really cool question. What would you see? I would imagine you would see an eclipse, but it would go by pretty fast, right? Because you're, you know, like say if you're going east and west, or if you were going perpendicular to the route of the eclipse, you pass through it pretty fast, I would guess. Maybe, you know, 20 minutes or something. Yeah, who knows? Right. But I think the totalitarian, it's going to be like another half hour, 40 minutes before we get the burning ring of fire. So, yeah. Cool. RP Pope, my neighbor flies. I'm going to ask if we could hit the air and take a video. That'd be fucking cool, wouldn't it? That would be really cool. It's the FNG, formerly known as the PK, RP Pope. I was a preacher's kid. Okay. Definitely plan that way. Lunar calendar is an error. We're not to follow the moon. That's one of the reasons they don't want us reading the Dead Sea Scrolls. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, it's what ancient people did, you know. I mean, they had to follow something, right? So they set it up by the moon. So Easter Sunday is the first Sunday after the full moon, after the spring equinox. So Easter could be as early as like March 22nd, March 23rd. Very rare when it comes out early. And it can be as late as like late April, something like that. All right. Footage by time and date. So thank you, time and date. I guess this is the channel, time and date. What's cool is when you zoom into the sun and you see it's almost like crystals burning, you know. Obviously they're huge, right, crystals, but it's really interesting stuff, the whole solar stuff. Easter Sunday, they're not going to reinvent religion without good jams. Music is a sacred language. There you go. Moon goes back to Babylon. True believers in Yahweh are supposed to follow the sun. It was interesting that the Sukkot festival matched up this year. Yeah? Stupid, sexy Flanders. You were up watching Flanders cubing? What was he doing? Was he getting naked? Was he flashing his penis? Oh no. Oh no.
Welcome back.
Oh, there they are again.
Annular solar eclipse on time and
I guess they had to go out and get a drink or something.
And we're looking at the moon taking a bite out of the sun.
Taking a bite.
Live from Odessa, Texas, in the USA, and from San Diego, California.
Easter Sunday was born on Easter Sunday. Wow. Really in March, so it must have been late March then. Good for you.
And we have someone special with us. We've got Angela Perez. She's in Ronaldinho.
Monday, I'm going to make the video.
Yep.
All right.
Colombia, and she is the
never stare at the sun, guys. You know, we're just
planetarium and president of
I mean, I hate
astronomy network in Colombia.
I mean, I hate to say it, guys, but there are probably some people that would hear that and not understand we're joking. No, you don't stare at the sun. You never stare at the sun. I believe the only time it's safe during an eclipse to stare at the sun is when it's total, when it's completely covered. But even then, I'd be leery. Right? Because there's still radiation and various things and blah, 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 right? But never put your fucking eyeballs into the sun. It's not a good idea. Don't do it. All right. Yeah, because the company I worked for in 2017, the company issued us Eclipse glasses so we could, you know those little, like, they almost look like 3D glasses, little cardboard things. And so they issued us that, and it was like, oh, that's kind of nice. I still have it. The problem was that they didn't make them right. So they didn't make it out of the right material. So the company, they issued a big company-wide email. It's like, do not use these glasses to watch the eclipse. These are the wrong material. It's like, okay. Someone had one job. Just one fucking job. And they couldn't figure it out. Oh, God, help us. Oh, no. But yes, for people who don't know, do not stare at the sun.
So Ambuga, a very special place to see the eclipse. So I'm like in the 6 degrees latitude north, very near to the equator. So we're very happy here. Like, no, my mistake, 3 degrees above the equator line.
Ah,
Wow.
how is that relevant?
Excellent.
Anything?
Okay.
I mean, yeah, clearly she's excited, but I mean, it doesn't really matter if you can see it, what latitude it is. But, all right, well, just stop being an asshole. All right, here's the picture from St. Louis. There would be the sun right up in here somewhere. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to see it. Yes. I think that's a good idea. We shall go get one. I have one Guinness remaining. Let's pop that bad boy open. Slancha.
You can find that one. You have to look Valle del Cauca.
Okay, we'll be dancing after the show, won't we, Graham? Oh, that's awesome. And how are your preparations going, Angela? You're still out from First Contact and from Annularity where you are.
First Contact.
Yes, the preparation of the astronomy groups in Colombia is ready. We are more than 80 locations. We have confirmed all of them. They're gonna have solar activities with observation workshops for kids. I mean, the Colombian Network Astronomy are ready. It includes astronomy clubs, amateur astronomy groups, planetariums, and observatories all over the country. For instance, the Planetarium of Medellin will host an event on the terrace and also in the Deseos Park, where Excalibur, one of our astronomy amateur groups, are going to give the solar glasses that we receive from Astronomers Without Borders. I mean, in Colombia, there are many groups organized by many different departments. We have like 32 departments, and we have activities in most of them.
That sounds a lot of fun.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. It's that's amazing work you have been doing preparing for this eclipse in Colombia. Angela, you mentioned there about Astronomers Without Borders. Anna, they're Astronomers Without Borders are old friends
of us
of Time and Date, and we've been working with them for many years. And Angela, I know you're one of the key people.
So does a welding mask work? Possibly. I wouldn't trust it though. You have to have the right material where you can stare at the sun. It's not a good idea unless you know what you're doing. You don't want to stare at the sun. It's a bad thing. All right. So there's the there. Oh, look at that. You can almost see me there. See that? Oh no. Okay, here we go. Ready? One torpedo. Uno torpedo. Lovely. Lovely Guinness. My love. Now it's gonna fuck with me again. Okay, go ahead. There we go. Go ahead.
The sponsors to do that real in Colombia, because the glasses must to travel more than 3
ginger paws, exactly,
kilometers to come here. So, for instance, Nicolas Aguirre,
looks like we're getting clouded out in Portland. Yeah.
Of Astronomy for Outreach and
we definitely are cloudy here, so we're not going to see it.
Technology here in Colombia.
SE says Warehouses Without Borders.
Here, and then we
oh no,
distributed by different places here in Colombia.
Mita is here from Finland. All hail the hamster. Hey, Mita. How are you?
More or less 12,000 families that are going to enjoy the eclipse in the safety way with the solar viewer. So I'm really happy for that.
Nope.
Yeah. That is wonderful. That's really
No, no, no. It wasn't Susan. It was me being stupid. Oh, God. Hold on here. Let me go back. I hit the wrong button. Oh, my God. One sip of beer and look what happens. You lose your fucking mind. All right. Hold on. Eclipse. Oh, wait a minute. I got to shut off the camera because I can't type on the freaking computer if my camera is there. We go. All righty. Yay. Let's see. Eclipse. Whoop. Boy, oh boy, I tell you. I wonder if the reason why this laptop was so cheap is because the fucking touchscreen doesn't work right. I think maybe that's it. Okay. Eclipse. Oops. Yeah, I'm guessing that the touchscreen's kind of fucked up. Let's see. That's okay. I can manage it. Eclipse. All right. Let's see if we get a different coverage. Let's see. There's that. Okay, here's Chuck. Oh, look at that. There's me. The Eclipse live from St. Louis. Well, that's fucking cool. All right. Let's go see Chuck here. Here we go. There we go. There we go. All right.
Imagine if you could design products as quickly as your ideas flow.
Fucking A. Look at that.
Imagine if 3D modeling was as natural as drawing.
I'm making a piston thing. Yeah.
Imagine if there was a 3D design tool you could learn in days, not months.
Yeah. Colorful pistons.
Right.
All right.
Solar eclipse. Then you could look up. You might not see anything. I don't know if you would see anything, but you could look. I've never actually seen a total solar eclipse in person.
I haven't either. Just partials.
You can see if I didn't have clouds in Detroit, that simulation on the right side is what I would be seeing right now.
Oh, this is a simulation?
The moon and the sun are about to touch.
Oh, we might be looking at the wrong. Oh, you got to. Oh, okay, I see it. It's on this guy over here. All right. I was going to say there's some brown sugar there on the sun. Some cat took a poop there or something. I don't know. Eclipse end in 2 hours, 25 minutes. So yeah, it goes on for a long time. All right. So let's go back. Let's see here. I guess he's looking at this one anyway, so might as well go there.
That's Texas. We've got the sun being covered by the moon there.
And there it is again. Look
really
at that.
Taking the chunk out of the sun right
weird.
now. So take a look at timeofday.live. There we have more information about the eclipse, about what's happening, what's coming up, about the timings. So go and have a look there. And we are going to be back here as well soon.
Oh, goody. Goody, goody. And there my freaking plug fell out. Of course it did. Why wouldn't it fucking fall out? Oh, God. Let's turn it down a little bit. All right, we can do that over here. And then I'll pull out the chat. Let's see if we see what some people are saying. So we'll do that. Full screen layout. Come on. There you go. Come on. There you go. Polska Bob is here. Hello, Polska. How are you? Are you giving me a hard time? You and this fucking eclipse. Are we going to do this all weekend? No, it's only for like 2 more hours and then it's over. Gee, Polska's in a mood today. Ooh, Polska. Here, you can look at the eclipse live from St. Louis. There you go. Can't see it because there isn't one. Ain't gonna happen. It's cloudy, just like by you. Hamster, I found the Black Sabbath of Japan. I'll send you a link. Polska Bob is always on the lookout for baby rock. Let's get some baby rock going from Japan. All right, yeah, send a link later. So, all right. Polska's probably working today, so he's not drinking yet, but he probably will be later. Yeah. Mita. Oh no. Yeah. Shit. I can hop in chat. Bill Polska. I'm drunk. Hey, Polska Bob. MGTOW Cowboys. Drunk. Because he's been celebrating the eclipse for the past couple of days. So yeah. Play that funky music, white boy. Okay, there's Eli, Nevada. You can see that's starting to get nice and big there. I guess we'll go until we get to the annular. Until we get the Ring of Fire, then we'll quit. How's that? Is that okay, Bob? Is that copacetic with you? Oh God, Polska Bob. Guinness is good this morning. Yeah. Hope says, Cowboy, I'm working on building a house like Rusty is doing. We need one big place where we all get together, as you said. Yeah. There you go. We can all get together and get drunk and stupid. Oh, you know, I just noticed this. The Google has got rounded corners on the browser. I mean, that's about the most exciting thing you're going to hear today. Rounded corners on the browser. Wow, that's fucking cool. Hamster, where is the path of totalitarianism? Well, it's over by Washington, D.C., roughly. Yeah. It's actually from around Portland down through Texas. So it's on the West Coast. Let's see now, where are you at? Oklahoma? You're probably going to get about 70% roughly of the eclipse. You'll see about 70% of the sun go away. Here in St. Louis, about 50-ish. So essentially what you're seeing on the screen now, if we could see it, that's probably what it would look like in Missouri. But we're not gonna get that. So what are you gonna do? Rainy Day Women 49. Ooh. Are you talking classics here, Easter? Or is that one you just wrote? Yeah. Here's a lyric for you. See if you can come up with a song. Angel in a Bad Disguise. See if you can fit some rock and roll behind that. She's just an angel in a bad disguise. You know, it's chimpanzee music. Oh my God, he's simping again over women. Oh my, what happened to him? He's lost. He spent like an hour with this chick last night. And I lost subs too. Thanks, guys. Appreciate that. You had to get a chick on the channel. And, oh my God, he's a chimpanzee. He's a Jack Murphy. Look at him slipping, sliding all over the place. Yeah, Bob Dylan tune. Yeah. Bob Dylan. Polska, answer if you like the Weather Channel. Check out Stephanie Abrams. Man, she got a set of tatas. Look at the fun bags on that hose now. Pope says, tell that rain to come my way. Okay, sure. I don't think it's going to listen, but we certainly could give it a, pray, say your prayers. Is it dry by you? Is that what's going on, Pope? It's been it's been an interesting summer here in Missouri. It wasn't really all that hot. It was hot, but not really for much long, not too long. And now it's just beautiful. It's 55, 60 degrees. Fucking, oh my God. Leaves are changing color. I'm not sure you can really see that. Let me see if I can. Oh, look at there. You might be able to see it. Yes. See those leaves there? Huh? Oh yeah, baby. That little tree's this little tree, right? This little guy here. He's been changing for like the last month. But then if you can't really see, but a little higher, the tree behind it is starting to change up in there. So really pretty. Missouri's a really pretty state. I have to admit. It's the fugging formerly known as fucking PK. That's not simping. I'm a hardcore kid. Most of our friends here in the UCW would call me a simp with my music for sure. Whatever. Come on. I like that simpy love songy shit sometimes, once in a while. But I mean, it's one thing to like the song, I suppose. It's another, oh my God, my girlfriend. Whatever. Yeah. Angel in a cloudy sky. Somewhere out there, Angel cries. They don't care, so why should I? Beautiful. Love it. if you got to get accurate weather, you got to go with Ryan Hall. I don't give a fuck whether he shows tatas or not. Oh, yeah? I have a friend of mine I used to work with. Well, we used to be in radio together. And she lives in Wyoming now. She is a weather meteorologist type. So she went to, was it, Jesus, it was somewhere in Colorado, one of the schools. I don't know if it was Colorado State. I thought it was maybe Greeley where she went. Not sure. But yeah, we used to be on the radio together, and she also does voiceover work now. So yeah, she's got the voice, right? She gets paid to read things. It's pretty crazy. Big Tall Cowboy. Nice thing about Missouri is the latitude. It's south, so summer is long and winter is yeah. Winter's not bad. Last winter, I probably already bitched about this because I'm good at bitching about things. Last winter, we had 1 week of really cold fucking weather. And it was 10, 15 below zero. That was fucking cold for Missouri. That's cold, especially in St. Louis. But it only lasted a week. Then it was just normal, 20 degrees, and it was fine. So that was over Christmas. That's when I couldn't get my fucking garage door open because it was frozen. Oh, Jesus. So had to go out and start the car like every 4 hours, let it run, just to make sure it would start. Because I had to go to the fucking store because it was Christmas Eve and I wanted to get turkey and potatoes and all that. So, and that's what I did. Cubing Speed says, Florence and the Machine's previous album had some amazing vocal range that drew emotion out of her music. The music is where I'm at, not so much the blue pill delusion. Yeah, I love them. I love the music. I mean, even some of that simpy music, you know, I mean, there's obviously, there's dreck, right? There's garbage. Oh, God, not this again. But some of that simpy music, you know, especially the older stuff, is pretty good. You know, I know the words, oh, I love you. Yeah, I get it. Herschel Knightsbane, are you going to make fun of more stupid people? Oh, I don't know, maybe. Maybe. Right now, we're just chilling with the Eclipse, yo. Herschel. The Earth, low. B-Boy Red. B-Boy Red, number 8. I love death metal. Herschel Knightsbane loves death metal. You and Polska Bob should get together. Because Polska can find the best baby rock death metal girl band stuff from Japan. He's really good at it. It's kind of his jam, yo. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? All right, yeah. No breaking the clouds here. Nah, I think we're done. Ooh, we're not gonna see anything. I highly recommend Dance Gavin Dance. They border simping, but understand. Oh yeah, cool. Dance Gavin Dance. Yeah, I've not heard of them. No. But yeah, some simpy music is actually pretty well written. But I mean, what is it? What does Greg Adams say all the time? Coach Greg Adams. Something like was it In Sync or whatever? As long as you love me. Oh God. Never go full simp. Exactly, B-boy. Michelle Guevara live from Paris. Hey, Michelle. Parlez-vous français? No eclipse for you, Hey. Just over here in the U.S. So I'm providing you a service. Okay. So you can look at the eclipse here. Darren Gray, anyone? Darren Gray, anyone? Check out a channel called Will Survives. He's live right now. Oh, wait a minute. Where'd you go? He's live right now. Let's watch him. Will Survive. What's he talking about? What's he chatting about? Yeah, Backstreet Boys. Yeah, Backstreet Boys. As long as you love me. I heard another one of those songs. I was at the grocery store, and apparently Dierberg's plays like Muzak. You know, it's all designed to get you to buy more shit, believe it or not. Joel Symes, 60s surf guitar music rocks. Yeah, that's fun stuff. I mean, I've been listening to the Beatles here lately. And just to prove that my hand might actually still work, which is, it's getting better. I played a couple songs last night on the bass. It was fun. It worked out all right. So I think sometimes, I don't know about you, Easter Sunday, sometimes you think, well, if you don't practice all the time, like every day or every other day, you know, you're going to lose your edge or whatever. Sometimes I think it's not such a bad idea. Just not practice for like a week. Then you come back, you're kind of refreshed, you know, you kind of break the habit, maybe. Okay. So we've got this channel is called Time and Date. So it's freely available on the internet if you want to go look at it. Polska doing the usual, the poor cowboy. Well, you know, Polska's that way. He can't help himself. What really pisses him off is that I'm not up late enough for him to have me on his show because I'm an old guy. And, you know, he really enjoys it when I show up and give him a hard time. I know how it works. So I think it's going to rain today, too. So, again, we'll take it. Why not? Fabian Farina. Hello, hamster. Hi. Easter Sunday, I took a couple of years off. No shame, as my hands were. Yeah. Well, I had I had gout or something wrong with my hand, right? And so I could barely fucking move it like a week ago. Still can't do everything with it, but now it's a lot better. I'll show you. Still swollen though. Can't really tell. You don't have a reference, but it's kind of hard to tell. But yeah, this fucking thing. Yeah, you can kind of see it's a little swollen there, but yeah, it was fucking gout, or I hit my arm on something. I don't know. It hurt like a fucking bitch. I know that. It was terrible. So probably gout, but not sure. But now it's better. So Cushy is here. Good morning. Have some kush. I'm just having me a brewski. My final Guinness. Hello again. Who is here? Who 346 is in the building. Hello. Maybe we should. I don't know. It's kind of nice just chilling out. I was gonna say maybe we should have some guests in, but maybe we'll just chill. Wake and bake with Iridium Kush. Yes, sir. Toke it up, bro. RP Pope, who are you? I really want to know. Mr. Who, or Ms. Who, or, you know, what are your pronouns? That's not the moon. It's not the moon. It's the sun. It's being covered by the moon. The moon is getting in the way of the sun. There is no bathroom. Oh, God, we got a big comment here. We better read it. Somebody went to all the trouble. Type it up. Okay. I finally started singing again after 20 years of not really training my voice. I can't wait to put some covers out on YouTube. Hoping a band will pick me up like Annie from the Monuments. Oh, cool. Well, good luck. Yeah. I mean, I think it's a you know, singing, playing guitar. I mean, it's a good hobby, right? Even if you're not making money, I think it's just a good way to, I guess, express yourself or do something other than the same fucking shit. Go to work, you know, do your 10 hours, fucking go to work, come home, drink a 6-pack, go to bed, get up, fucking do it again. Herschel Nightspade says, I've had a cartoonishly deep voice, and people tell me to sing, but I kind of hate it. You know, I've never been a singer, right? At least I didn't think so. And I'm not a good singer, but I mean, I can do like a backup, right? You put me in the background on a band, I think it sounds all right, but not the lead guy. I can't do. I just don't have the vocal tonalities. Although I do have a mellifluous voice, don't I? Talk dirty to me. What do you mean? What do you mean mellifluous? Well, what I'm saying. Calls mellifluous is honey. Mel is honey. So it comes. Where the hell's Rusty? He's the Latin guy. He can tell you this shit. Cubing Speed says, I still miss Chester from Lincoln Park at times. They were bigger when I was a teen, but his talent is certainly missed by this one. Chester from Lincoln Park. Okay. Not sure I'm familiar with Chester from Lincoln Park. What did they sing? Again, once I stopped being on the radio, I just didn't fucking pay attention anymore. Of course, the last, how many years? 8 years, 7 years, it was country. So I really didn't know what the hell was going on with respect to the rock music. I heard it, but I didn't really pay attention. Bingus says, Rusty fell asleep on his dinghy. Is he playing with his dinghy again? Oh my God. Rusty, that'll make you go blind, bro. Don't be playing with your dinghy. Yeah, there I am with my checkerboard Italian shirt on. There you go. All right, there we go. Anthony Green is probably the best in rock right now. Okay. I'm not sure. Oh, Chester. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. He hit the permanent delete button. Yeah, that's terrible. That's not good. That's bad. Yeah. Are you sure you want to delete this? Good Lord, that's terrible. Wasn't there the guy from Alice in Chains, was it, that also took care of himself? I think it was Alice in Chains. I can't think of his name, but I liked Alice in Chains. And then what's his face from oh God. And now we're talking about bands. What is that? Stone Temple Pilots. He also, I think, removed himself voluntarily, I think. Question is from Iridium Kush, do you have a pocket protector? I do. I have a slide rule and everything. Yes, sir. It's the fucking formerly Figga. Circus Survive was an amazing band that Anthony was in. You'd probably dig it. I'm sure I would. Yeah. What I was really digging last night, and I shared a couple of links on the community, is rock and roll bands with horns. You know, with saxophones and trumpets and stuff. Damn. Fucking tasty. Scott Wineland was STP, yeah. Yeah, NXS guy, Michael Hutchins. Yeah, he also took himself out. But I'm not sure. I don't know if that was an accident because he was doing that. You know, here, choke yourself to death while you're coming. Well, that sounds like fun. Let's get in. Jesus. Oh, God. Yeah, Kurt Cobain school. Yeah. Kurt did. Yeah. He did himself. Which, that was really, I guess it shouldn't have been a shock, but it most certainly was. It's like, what the fuck, dude? Right at the peak of your career. I mean, that was a great band. You know, Nirvana was a fucking excellent. You know, they weren't prime musicians, I think it's fair to say. Would you say that, Easter Sunday? I mean, they weren't like Beethoven or something, but they just hit it, right? Everything seemed to line up for that band. You know, this great stuff. Great stuff. Oh, Jesus. Oh my God, who? Oh no. Fabian Farina, ska punk, rock with sax and yes. I love saxophone. I love the horns, like Chicago. The band Chicago, they got the horns in there. And although I think the guitar maybe doesn't, they could have mixed it a little differently, but that was the 70s, you know. They were all on drugs and shit. Yeah, stuff like that. Okay, so what do we got here? This is San Diego, California is the big one. So you can see that. That's fucking cool, though. You know, you can almost see the fucking, like the mountains and shit on the moon there if you look close enough. That's fucking neat. Let's turn these up, people up here.
Half now, and we still have, let me do my math, 4.5 hours to go. Yes. So still in for a long
Hello, Resurgence.
Phase of this eclipse. We're still 17 minutes, 15 minutes out of like first annularity that we hopefully will be seeing from Klamath Falls in Oregon. We're looking at some gorgeous pictures here from San Diego, California, USA. They're going to have a partial eclipse there, 68% partial. What do you reckon? Are they closing in?
Yes, we are approaching maximum eclipse in San Diego.
So we've got some lovely images from Bluff in Utah there, and also from Roswell, New Mexico, from our colleague Jeremy, who's just across the way here from us. Now, on the screen, it's still our little dot that I promised.
Yeah, In Excess Kick was a hell of a great. That was a great album.
It will start moving as soon.
That was that had the
very close.
I can't even think of the name of the song anymore, but I used to play the shit out of it. Yeah.
A map.
I also like the One Thing by In Excess. That had kind of a funky, weird bass line on that one. It's good stuff. Kurt Cobain was gifted enough to shoot himself with.
So that's going to be really helpful for our viewers. And first to see Annular is Klamath Falls and Oregon.
I hear you. I hear you, Master Match. I do.
So far,
Ray Pacheco is here. Hello.
Tries. There's a lot of clouds. He's there at the running.
FNG, formerly known as PK. Skeletones and the Aquabats were an amazing band too. Okay, good.
I'm sure
Skeletones. That's a great fucking name. The Skeletones.
Trying to get this going.
Love it.
Back there. So the moon shadow is racing across North America. Annularity will happen quite soon, and in Roswell and Odessa, they will actually overlap just a little bit. So we're excited about that. And
yeah, they're close together.
How fast the moon's shadow is moving, Graham.
Right. So far today, all that we've seen is the moon's penumbral shadow. The penumbral shadow is the kind of the half shadow where the moon is covering some of the sun, but not all of the sun. Now, when we get
to the fuck are you talking about?
That is involving something called the moon's antumbral shadow.
Hold on a second. The Fix is a seriously under. Yeah, I met the guy, the singer for the Fix. Really decent fellow. Yeah, that was a good. They were a good band. Fucking top notch. I love those guys.
Fire. So the map that will appear on the right of our screen when annularity begins, that will show the moon's antumbral shadow as it races across North America and South America. This antumbral shadow will be touching down in the Pacific Ocean in a few minutes. That's when annularity will begin worldwide. And then it races off across the globe, following the path of annularity, this narrow strip across the globe, about 200 kilometers, 130 miles wide.
Right.
And that's where the ring of fire will be visible today. And we're saying that the
Greg Furness is here. Hey, Greg.
Will be racing across the globe. I mean, as sort of a good illustration of just how fast the moon's shadow will move is to take the example of us here in Roswell and our second time and date team in Odessa in Texas.
We sent them off yesterday.
We did. Yes. So we've been here all week in Roswell. We've been enjoying beautiful blue skies. Yeah. Warm temperatures, blue skies.
Did you see any aliens?
We've been studying the weather forecasts.
Just not saying it's aliens, but it's aliens. Somebody brought up ABBA. ABBA is a hell of a fucking band. I mean, yeah, Dancing Queen and all that, but those guys are the men. Obviously, the women, you know, the singers are great, but the fucking writing and the musicianship of ABBA was fucking incredible. Same with the Bee Gees, absolutely phenomenal. Yeah, they're all disco and whatever, but those guys could fucking play. Really play.
It was
go.
What for them? It was a 3.5 hour.
Like that,
yeah, well, that's because you're in France, Michelle.
200.
Here's the deal, Michelle, ma belle. Sonny, Swan, and Fauna, voulez-vous coucher avec moi? Yeah, Peter Gabriel's album is also good. Yeah, very good. No, it's annular because the moon is too small with respect to the sun to cover the whole thing. So we're only going to get an annular. We're going to get a ring of fire. So there's going to be, the moon is going to cover almost all the sun, but there's going to be a ring of fire around the sun. So it's not a total eclipse. A total eclipse is coming to the United States next spring. which will blot out the entire sun.
Later, the moon's
no, annular means the ring. It's a ring of fire.
In Texas.
So
yeah,
this series of eclipses, I believe, is this is the second solar in a series. It's weird how they do it. I mean, it repeats every so often and that kind of thing. But usually you get eclipses come in bunches, so to speak. So the last total solar eclipse in the United States was 2017. 7 years later, in 2024, we're going to get another total solar eclipse. And one place in the country will enjoy both of them over in Illinois, right across the border. Collinsville.
Out of our tent, putting our eclipse glasses on, protecting our eyes, looking up at the sun, and seeing the moon eat away at the sun there. We're very excited up this end as well.
I mean, that fucking shot from Utah there. You see that?
So
that's pretty fucking cool.
Stay tuned. I've got my fingers still crossed for Klamath Falls that we're going to get some annularity from there. If not, we're definitely coming up to annularity in Roswell and Odessa. The reason you can't see Odessa on that timeline is that they're so close together that we just squish the names together.
They're essentially on top of each other.
With Roswell. So stay tuned. And while you're waiting for us to come back, you watch timeanddate.live on there. We've got reactions to the eclipse.
Exactly, Who. It's time to gather all the virgins and throw them into the volcano. And then I mean, fucking amazing shit, really. That's what they used to do when they didn't understand how this shit worked. You sacrifice your children and the sun comes back. It's like, God, fuck. You ever wonder, did somebody say, you know what? Let's see what happens. Let's not do the children thing. Let's just wait. I'm sure eventually somebody did and said, hey, we don't have to sacrifice the kids, right? All right. Oh, they're gone now. Oh, so we can talk. Virgins. Oh, messy.
Roofers
that was
are furious about
back
this
in the day.
Product that's going viral. Replace your whole
when
roof in as little as 8 hours.
Things are a little more controlled.
Roofs is looking for homeowners to install the newest styles and colors of our next generation.
Oh, Craig Furness hits the fucking home run. There you go. Yeah, these days it's going to be a bunch of dudes. Oh God, it's sad but true. All right, so we got a few more minutes. Oh, you can see there's a map there. Okay, so that's where it's going to start being total, I guess, or annular. It's moving at 6,300 miles an hour. Jesus, that's pretty fucking fast. Poor guy's marching up, so I hear the view is great. Yeah, about that. It's waning now. We got 95% of total eclipse support. Oh, you see it, Joel? You can look at it? Cool. Congratulations. Did you get the ring of fire? Polska sent the link, but I don't know, man. You send me links. I'm not sure. I want to open it in private before I put it on the internet. Yeah, nothing here. Can't even tell. It's getting dark. Just too hard to tell. Just cloudy and icky. Of course, the camera's going to adjust anyway. So it's always going to look bright because of the automatic camera. But yeah, nothing. Yeah, the sun would be about up in there somewhere. Not today. Not today, guys. What are you going to do? It's a total eclipse of my heart, says Who. That was a pretty good fucking song, though, really. I know it was simpy and everything, but I liked it. Bonnie Tyler did a good job on that one. Written by Jim Steinman, who also wrote all the Meatloaf songs. You probably didn't know that. And Air Supply. He did some Air Supply work. Well, you know, they are promised 72 virgins. They didn't say they were women. Oh, God. Could you imagine getting at the gates of heaven? Hey, Allah, I sacrificed, so where's my virgins? A bunch of stinky dudes over there. Oh, God. Oh, no, 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 no. No Ring of Fire, huh? Okay. Bonnie Tyler had she had a 2 or 3 pack a day. Boy, said a bottle of whiskey as well. Oh, you sent it to text. Oh, thanks, folks. Is it Baby Rock? What'd you send? Okay, so apparently, Joel, you can see on the map here, it's coming up on Portland here, the totalitarian. So you might see a Ring of Fire. Who knows? Burns, burns, burns. Like my Taco Bell. Yeah, Air Supply. Yeah, Australians, I believe. Again, Simpy Rock. I liked it. That's the don't make them toss you off the top of the pyramid. don't bogart my pyramid, yo. Hey, Kush, better fire one up. Here comes the total, or the annular total thingy shortly. So there's something here. It's 14,000 miles an hour. I don't know what that exactly means. But I mean, are they going to show us the burning Ring of Fire, or what are they doing here? Yeah, the 80s were a good time, Who. Girls were a lot more fun than they are now. I can guarantee you that. Okay. Okay, it says 1617, 2 minutes away. Klamath Falls, Oregon is going to have the Ring of Fire, according to this. Yeah, the 80s were fucking awesome. Easter Sunday was just a different... People actually were fun to be around in the 80s. Not everyone, of course, but... All right. So it says 1617. So we got 2 minutes. It's 11:15 here, Central U.S. So 1617 Universal Coordinated Universal Time. All right. Here it comes, boys. Less than a minute. Actually, they developed the space shuttle, who, in early 1970s, believe it or not. The first one flew in 79, I think. I was there. Shark Dentures is here. Okay. Yellow Fever Patrol. Riggs' butthole just puckered when it heard Ring of Fire. That's what happens when you eat Taco Bell. Just saying. Okay. All right, so it is 1617 Coordinated Universal Time. Where's the Ring of Fire? I want to see it. '86 Challenger blew up. Ooh. January 28th, 1986. Okay. So the Ring of Fire now should be over Portland. Roughly. Yeah, who the Ring of Fire box. That would be perfect. Oh yeah. Boom, boom, boom. This is not mediocre tutorial, but the other guy. Manosphere Highlights Daily. This is his song. All right, let's look at the St. Louis view here. Nothing. Cloudy. Yeah, 86. I was in 3rd grade, watched the Challenger explode. Yeah, I was on the air. And when it blew up, we had the Associated Press wire, right, to bring the news in. It started dinging. Ding, 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 ding. It was an alarm, and we had to go, and yeah, there it was. Actually, it's a copy of Keep Forgetting, Not in Love Anymore by Michael McDonald. Similar to that. Sun is very dim here in Cali. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. You got about... That's San Diego on the screen now. So... But it looks like Ely or Bluff, Utah is going to get some annularity. Funky. Yeah. I was hoping the clouds would break, but no luck. I was going to say earlier, if you have a camera, right? A camera is nothing but a magnifying glass, right? So
you're watching an annular solar eclipse here on timeanddate.com. We're live from Roswell, New Mexico, and things are, I'd like to say heating up, but they're kind of cooling down as the moon covers up the sun. But we're getting frantically excited here. And I'm thinking they're super frantic up in Oregon in Klamath Falls, because we've been peeking behind the scenes at some images and they're struggling a bit. They're having some technical issues, but they should be able to be watching. They're probably wearing their eclipse glasses, looking at the annular eclipse, annularity, just as we're speaking here, because yes, they do. As far as we can see, they've got some clear skies to see it there, haven't they, Graham?
That's right. Yes. So annularity is underway in North America. We can see from our moving eclipse map, which is on the screen just above Anna and me. So on that map, we have that sort of pinky strip running across the map. That is the path of annularity, the narrow path.
Bit lost. What's her accent? I don't know. It's kind of a mix of English and Australian, I think.
Today. And we have that red dot that is slowly moving its way along.
Why don't they blow the picture up from Ely, Nevada?
Slowly moving its way along. It is moving at a colossal speed. So that red dot, it touched down in the Pacific Ocean. It's raced across to the west coast. It's now making its way from Oregon into Nevada, and just above it we have our telescope feed coming in from our friends at the Exploratorium, who are based in Ely, Nevada. They're getting very close to
indeed.
Annularity.
Put that one on the screen. Go ahead.
After that, the eclipse is moving on down into Utah, and then it will be arriving here in New Mexico. Will be the next
1633.
We've got our glasses ready, but we're going to be sitting here talking you guys through it as well. So we'll see how that goes.
So yes, the annular eclipse is happening in North America. It
is happening, and there are some things to look for at annularity, because people are going to be out there looking at this. And what are we looking for during annularity, Graham?
Well, one of the big highlights at the beginning and end of annularity is Bailey's beads. Now, people might be familiar with Bailey's beads from total solar eclipses. This is where little beads of sunlight can be seen streaming through valleys on the edge of the moon's surface. The difference between a total eclipse and an annular eclipse is that in a total eclipse, these
can we blow up the picture from Ely, Nevada?
Leading edge of the moon
get that one on
at the start of totality as it crosses the
that's what we're talking about there.
In an annular eclipse, the beads can be seen on the trailing edge of the moon. It's the trailing edge that is the last bit to cross the edge of the sun and form this ring around the moon. So yes, that is one of the highlights to look out for at the beginning of annularity.
Cool. And we're excited about annularity coming up, and we will be showing them here on the screen. So we're going to go off and leave you guys with our moving map. It'll replace Graham and I here at the bottom, and please make sure to look at timeinddate.live as well. There's all kinds of stuff happening.
There it is.
Time and Date live stream under there. So we'll see you soon.
Okay. So whoever the numbnuts is running this fucking show, put the fucking Eli, Nevada on the screen. But you can see there it is, almost annular there. That's fucking awesome. That is really fucking cool. Yep, there you can see it. See it? And that's why they call it an annular, guys. There's a ring around the moon. That's cool. Why would you take it away? There we go. There we go. Yes, Willie, this is the annularity part of it from Ely, Nevada, United States. That's pretty fucking cool. Love it. Yes, Willie. Yeah, this is the annular solar eclipse in the United States. It's going to go on for another half an hour or so as it travels across the U.S. You can see the annulars coming up on Bluff, Utah. Odessa's not going to get. I don't think they're not getting it. I mean, if you had to use your imagination, I suppose, you could look outside and say, might be a little darker than normal, but it's really hard to tell. You can't really tell here in St. Louis. Yes, that is looking outside the hamster lair. Right there. There it is. The hamster lair. Yes. Yeah, can't see. It's cloudy today. XYZCT is here. Hello. Yeah, but you wouldn't see anything in Germany because it's a very narrow strip where you can see it. I mean, it happens all the time, but a lot of times it's not in populated areas. But in this case, of course, the U.S. But there is a total solar eclipse in the U.S. next spring. So if you want to go to, come to the U.S., next April will be a good time. If you're interested in seeing that kind of thing. There, the annularity is happening in Bluff, Utah. Yeah, Albuquerque, you should be able to see something there, Shrapnel, for sure. The people on this running this channel are in Roswell, New Mexico. So turnaround chord is B. As long as it's not B flat. I fucking hate B flat Easter Sunday. I hate it. Well, not on the bass. I mean, it doesn't matter on the bass, but all right. Well, that's San Diego. And we're going to get Bluff, Utah here, hopefully. If the girl running the camera can get it figured out. Julie Ergen says, more beer. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, there's probably, I think we just had a, oh, yeah, there you go. Klamath Falls. Cool. Binga says it's cloudy in San Diego. Well, I don't know where they're getting this picture from, but looks kind of nice. Bluff, Utah, United States. There you go. Beautiful. Yeah, you can do B flat, sure. Higher up, right. I'm talking about the one at the low end. I hate playing B flat down there. I don't know why. It hurts my hand. Finging says, what the fuck is this music theory geek talk? Yeah. I hear you. Yeah. This Easter Sunday's a musician. We're talking music shit. Is any of this going to get you a copyright strike? Well, if they were worried about it, Master Wrench, they would have whacked the stream already. So I don't think anybody cares. This music is royalty-free stuff. So you can get it from YouTube. Take it. Yeah, I usually play by ear too. FNG, The problem is my ears hear a fifth higher than the real key. I don't know why it is. I'm always a fifth higher. It just, what are you gonna do? I mean, I guess it's something. Oh, Master Wrench, what are you saying? Godfather Ramadi just cracked my first cold one of the day, hamster. Well, good for you. Congratulations. Slanja. Okay, this is the shot from Roswell. I kind of like this sort of atmospheric music, really. I can just kind of go to sleep, really. Yeah, it's practice against the notes. Right. I'm usually pretty close. Yeah. On the bass, sometimes if you're a fifth above or whatever, it's kind of cool too. Yep. Again, you could probably make. You could say, it's a little darker out, maybe, but hard to tell. Go ahead. There we go. Yeah. No, naturally tune a few cents sharp. Yeah. It's weird. It's like, yeah, you're in the right ballpark, but you're just a little bit off. Yeah, it happens. I think this music is good for napping, actually. Notice how professionally you ignored that. See, no, I saw it.
And welcome back. You're watching annular total eclipse. No, that was just a mess, wasn't it? Annular solar eclipse. We've been frantically working in the background here. We've had problems both in Odessa and here in Roswell. Images falling out, and we've been crazy scrambling to get things going. So there you go. That crazy scrambling gets my mouth scrambling too. We're seeing the light levels go down here. We're seeing the shadows on the ground change into little crescent shapes. You can really feel like that the excitement is in the air and things are changing.
Absolutely. And we can see on the screen the cause of all of this. It is because we are just moments away from annularity and the ring of fire here in New Mexico. So the moon has been working its way across the face of the sun for the last hour and a half or so, and we are now just in the final moments before the trailing edge of the moon at the top of the screen here moves across the edge of the sun, and the sun will form a complete ring around the edge of the moon. That is annularity, the ring of fire. That is the big highlight for today.
It is, and we're hoping to see some Bailey's beads there on the trailing edge.
Bailey's beads, yes.
That's correct. Yes. Meanwhile, in the top right corner of the screen, from a couple of 100 kilometers further down the path of annularity, we have the pictures coming in from Odessa, Texas.
That's the other team from Time and Date.
That's our second Time and Date team, and they are just a few minutes behind us.
Look at the birds going crazy.
Birds
Hear
are
that?
going a bit crazy.
They are. I don't know if you can
Birds are going
hear
crazy.
the squawking of the birds there. The light levels are really starting to go down here now in Roswell. It really is like evening.
I mean, the birds go crazy because they're not expected to be dark at this time of the day. That's why.
Again, a big drop in temperature here, and yes, keeping an eye on the screen, we can see that the edges of the sun there at the top of the screen, those two horns of the sun, they are working their way towards each other, getting closer and closer.
Yeah, the animals go crazy because they don't know.
Very soon.
Psycho is here. Hey, Psycho. Hi, we're broadcasting it for you, buddy.
Just as they touch, that's when we may get the opportunity to see these Bailey's beads. That's the very final little bits of sun before it forms that complete ring shining through little valleys.
Kind of cool that
edge of the moon's surface.
New Mexico has a purple
there
sun.
on our timeline.
Who knew that?
Through Klamath Falls, the moon's
Black hole sun. Easter Sunday, it was right there. Black hole sun.
Shadow onto us to produce this.
Oh God.
Eclipse. Yeah. And I could just hear here on my air, I got interrupted by Gus in our studio back in Stavanger HQ. Camera is being adjusted in order to get the proper angularity here in Roswell. So hopefully, I'm crossing my fingers now. We've been looking at Jeremy sorting things out here in the background. And
there we
go.
There it is.
There it is. And let's pay attention to this because it's close.
And there it is. That is the start of angularity here in Roswell, New Mexico. The sun has formed this complete ring around the edge of the moon. That is the entire moon silhouetted against the face of the sun. And we are beginning 4.5 minutes or so of angularity here in Roswell, New Mexico.
Yeah, and as we said, this shadow is moving so fast at the moment, and this angularity here in Roswell will overlap with angularity in Odessa, wouldn't it?
That's right. Before we reach the end of angularity in Roswell, it will be starting down the road in Odessa in Texas.
Why is it that it just kind of, I'm just imagining doing the circles kind of down the path. Why does it happen like that?
Well, we can really see that from that moving eclipse map that we have on the right side of the screen there. That bright red dot in the middle of the map, that is the moon's antumbral shadow. That's what's causing this ring of fire. At the moment, the middle of that dot is more or less over Roswell. Roswell is about 30 kilometers or about 17 miles off the very center line of the path of angularity. So that's where we are now, almost in the very center of that dot. As the dot moves off Roswell on that map, it is already moved into Texas at the other end of that dot. So angularity is starting in Odessa at the same time that angularity is finishing here in Roswell. And we are round about the middle of the eclipse here. Because we're not exactly on the center line here in Roswell,
come back soon.
Don't get a perfectly symmetrical ring. You would have to be exactly on the center line in order to get
Jordan Iron Knuckles is here.
Hello, symmetrical ring all the way around the sun. But we are very close, so that is giving
angularity.
Us, right here, we
annular,
a little bit wider on one side there, but still pretty damn perfect.
Well, it's purple.
That's correct. That's correct. And this is just a great reminder that the sun and the moon and everything in the sky is always in motion. It's
moving.
Moving. We very rarely get to actually see things moving in the sky because it's such a slow and subtle movement.
That's not true, though. You can see
over the course of 4.5 minutes, we can clearly see the moon moving relative to the sun.
You can see it thinning a little bit on the side now. We can see it moving.
That's right. So we're now into the final stages of angularity here in Roswell. The moon has made it nearly all the way across the face of the sun. Meanwhile, in the top right corner of the screen in Odessa, the whole process is about to repeat. We are getting very close to the start of angularity there in Odessa. That the two horns of the sun
are going to meet again.
That's right. Once again, they're getting closer and closer.
Cubing speed, heat has picked up. We're trying to get a couple more mini projects out before the day is over. All right, Cubing. Have a good day.
Quite soon, right?
That's right. I think at some stage we're going to swap these images over. But yes, we are looking
at some point. Yes, we will.
Angularity coming to an end. The moon has just finished its
and the Bailey's beads are coming.
Face of the sun, and that ring will be broken very soon. Meanwhile, at the same time, in nearby Odessa, Texas, the
the horns.
There we go. Yes, right. Things are just about to begin in Odessa, Texas. Just as things are
Durnin, Iron Knuckles, cloudy in Florida.
Mexico.
Yeah, cloudy here too.
And there it is. Angularity begins in Odessa in
There it is,
Texas.
guys.
So on that red dot on our map, Odessa is on the right side of that dot as it moves across North America, and Roswell is now just to the left of that dot as angularity ends. Here
Normal sunshine, Panhandle of Florida, says Godfather of Ramadi.
You should remember to breathe, huh?
You might be able to see a little bit of it in Florida. Not sure.
It's just surreal, and what we're actually looking at is the new moon, and that's a bit funny to think about, isn't it? Because normally we don't see the new moon.
That's right. This is actually a perfect view of the new moon. As you say, Anna, it's the one moon phase that we never normally get to see because it happens when the moon is between the Earth and the sun. We are looking here at the dark side of the moon. It is the same side of the moon is always pointing towards the Earth, and how much of it is lit up depends on the moon phase. So
and the
at new moon,
yes.
none of the near side of the moon is
Destiny, Florida, good white sand beaches and clear water. Yeah, I love the Panhandle.
But here it is, facing towards the Earth. As
Godfather of Ramadi, what the hell is that, hamster? That is the annular solar eclipse.
Now, in Odessa,
Odessa, Texas,
our second time in Beatty is very close to the center line. Only about 2 kilometers or 1 mile from the center line. They're just, I think it's about 7 blocks south of the center line. So here in Odessa, we are getting a perfect ring there. That is really a perfect ring of fire.
That is nice.
It is for sure. And we've got 2 rings. That doesn't mean there's 2 rings of fire in the sky in Odessa, but we have 2 telescopes pointed at the sun and the moon at this time, so we get 2 different views of it. And also you can see the different colors depending on, like, we would
pretty fucking amazing, I think.
Depending on filter.
That's a good picture. That's really
right.
nice.
But even as we're speaking, Anna, we've now lost that perfect ring already. We can now see that the moon is moving towards
scooching across the sky
side of the sun.
Look at that.
And now here we are looking through one of our other telescopes here. Now we've got the exposure turned right up on this telescope, so that really is a ring of fire. That really is giving an idea of just how bright the sun is. We can see a lot of activity happening around the edge of the sun there. We can see some prominences at the top of the sun, on the right-hand side of the sun.
Those are the yellow things sticking out.
That's right. That's right. That is plasma from the sun being flung out in loops around the edge of the sun.
And they have a bit of wind there. You can see it shaking around a bit.
Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Yes. This is
oh, okay. We just got told on our air again that Stefan in our team in Odessa is manually controlling this telescope in order to get us these.
Wow, manually even.
He's overriding all our mounts and our solar following equipment.
That solar fucking flare is lasting a long time, though, isn't it?
So there we go, and we are now approaching.
Didn't think we normally would have that.
Of angularity in Odessa. That was 4 minutes and 50 seconds in total of angularity there. We're now, working our way towards the end. Yes, this is about a 90% partial eclipse. Here, that thin ring around the edge of the moon, that is about 10% of the sun's disk that is left unexposed during angularity.
This is my cue. This is my cue. Eclipse glasses. 10% sunlight doesn't sound like a lot.
Absolutely. Now, I think at the bottom of the screen there, now,
it'll
as
burn your
the
eyes
leading
out.
edge of the moon starts to break that ring, we're seeing the ring break up into small beads of light. That
Bailey's beads, yes.
Bailey's beads. That's because the edge of the moon is not a perfectly smooth.
Right, it's got mountains and shit on it.
We have these valleys on the edge of the moon. So there, as the ring is being broken, and we can still see along the horns of the sun as the moon moves across the sun, we can see that there's little blobs of light and darkness in the pointy edges of the sun there. Again, that is Bailey's beads. Valleys on the edge of the moon, which are giving us this effect. We've got planes flying overhead. I think they've been out observing this eclipse. We've still got some dogs.
Yellow fever. I don't know what's going on with that.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
They're just sitting there. It almost looks like they're static
on the feet. A bit of chatter from the birds as well. Here in Roswell, the light is starting to come back. Just in the last few minutes since annularity ended here, we've seen the light levels start to increase here. And yes, there in Odessa, we are back into the second partial phase of the eclipse as the moon now starts to move off the face of the sun and uncover it once more.
So we're going to put our eclipse glasses on. We're going to sneak around the corner and have a look. We're actually at an eclipse location, so we're going to take a look with our own eyes, aren't we?
That's correct. Yes. And meanwhile, still to come. Our timeline on the left of the screen there, the dot is moving its way down the timeline. So we've had annularity in Oregon and in Nevada and Utah, New Mexico, annularity now working its way across Texas. But we still have much more to come.
A lot more to come. We've got interviews coming up. We've got more annularities coming up. So it's worth hanging around for that. And also timeanddate.live, there's all kinds of stuff happening there. There's pictures, there's people's reactions, there's social media, there's stories of who we are behind the scenes here, there's stories of our partners. So go and have a look.
All right.
We will be back.
Thank you. Thank you guys for supporting us with your coverage. Now, check this out. Check this fucking out, and then we'll check out here. This is a freaking eclipse on Mars, for God's sake. Check it out, man. This is pretty fucking cool. There you go. One of the moons of Mars. There you go. Now, isn't it somewhat interesting that for some reason, just random in the universe, our moon is about the same size as our sun? They just don't get eclipses like we do on Mars, baby. Look at that, though. That's pretty fucking cool. That is pretty fucking cool. Boom. There you go. No, sir. SE, that was a year ago. It was a year ago. But it's just so fucking cool that we can see an eclipse on a different fucking planet. That's gnarly. All right.
From folklore to legend.
Anyway, you can find it still online. It's going to last for a couple more hours. So if you want to see some more, it's there. But thank you guys for coming by today. And that was fucking cool. That was neat. All right. See you later. Bye-bye.